Let me ask you, what was your experience working with him, listening to him? Because he went on your podcast like years ago in kind of
Yeah.
the the pre-famous Jerry, if we will. And you kind of saw the whole ride there coming over from Ireland. So I'd love to kind of hear your perspective.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it really is truly a loss with Jerry passing for the entire home building industry. And it certainly wasn't something we saw coming. It was one of those things. He was very personal about that. But uh, he truly was a visionary in many ways. I mean, he had the advantage of growing up and building a home building industry in Europe, where they are clearly ahead of us in many different ways because they have to be. Um, and at some point, he brought that vision to the United States, and I think saw some of the dysfunction that exists in the U.S. home building industry, whether it's the regionalization, it's how we go about putting things together, and how fragmented the supply chain is, like all of those things. And I think he saw the potential there to try to convert home builders, framers, and the rest of the supply chain to come around this idea of, like, at least from the structural framing side of things in the building design, how do we do this more efficiently? And I think that he was great at vocalizing just what he saw wrong here and what he thought could be improved. And then he put his money where his mouth was, and he built a business in California and started churning out structural components and building, integrated building designs, and then putting buildings together in 24 to 48 hours. And he didn't stand pat and like, I'm just going to have my little thing. He wanted the world to know about it. And as you pointed out, like, he became a rock star almost overnight by the amount of effort he put into not only social media, but getting on the speaking circuit and talking to anyone who would allow him to listen.